All right, welcome to SC Custom Designs, where we have the other side cut out. How cool is that? This is a series I'm doing on cutting out bandsaw boxes. Don't be deceived by the word box, because this clearly is not a box. It is a custom shape that I made out of joint boards. This was a table, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And this is half the table here, and the other half of the table is, well, over there, holding up the camera stand there. So I just wanted to, I ran out of data space on my card when I was cutting the fronts off of this side over here. Okay, so let's show you what's going on. When I say this side, look, check this out. If you haven't seen my video yet, we have created a two-sided bandsaw boxes so that I can sell them as a set or individually. My son made an observation and says if I took these and flipped them around, they could be bookends. Wouldn't that be cool? That's pretty cool. I think the price just went up, my friends. All right, so you can see that I've cut the fronts and the backs, trust me on that one, off from the blocks. So this is what I have left. Okay, we have the block. So now I have to cut the inside of the box, the drawer out, and that's going to be all of this. Kind of looks like a gun from here. And so I got to remember to back up with this new camera. It's got two different modes. And so you have to figure out where you're going to put your stuff, right, in the drawer. In this case, look at the shape on it. It's really quite odd. So my wife had an idea to make that space here. What they'll put in here, well, who knows? I don't know what anybody puts in any of these things. Or if they buy them because they're just cool. And so you just have to figure out where you're going to cut in and come out. And that's going to be the space for your drawer. Looking at the next one, I decided I would come in here and out there. And then let's go to the last one. And there you go. So now we pull the blocks out. And we go over to the bandsaw. And I really can't do this with one hand holding the camera. That would be quite dangerous. I do want to send an apology out. Somebody said something to the effect of, great, you're EHS&R, something like this. And what about safety? And because I was I had my bare feet, it was hot, and I was downstairs. I'm in a woodshop, and they're like, that's not safe. I wasn't dealing with animals and that type of thing, but I get it. So we got our shoes on. Very comfortable shoes. You want to have comfortable shoes when you're standing a lot on concrete. I do have pads throughout the shop as well. But on with the business. So what we want to do is raise up our blade. Well, you're not raising the blade. You're raising up what is the Carter stabilizer. This is one ball bearing with a slit in the middle. And essentially, you then take your other bearings and you push them out of the way, both up and down. And you just have this one that you use. And that being said, you should have the push the bearing against the blade, believe it or not. That's the opposite of what you'd want to do. But in this case, this is what Carter says. They're the inventors of this thing, is that you push it a little bit against, like so. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. Just to push the blade forward a little bit. All right, so give it a trial there. We're good. Wish you could see it on this side. I just don't have a camera that allows me to. I had one for my head, but that made people really sick. Trust me when I tell you about that. Hopefully the compressor won't come on because what happens is that let's see, is that going to be better? No, I had the better one. Hopefully the compressor won't come on because it shakes the bejeebies out of the camera. I'm sure I'm going to hear about that, but all I can do is the best I can do. All right, so I'm looking for my ear protection. Sorry, I got to run over and get that real quick. not too far away, so here we go. Oh, you want to be careful. This will some tips on cutting these out. You want to have your hands solid on the stock, okay, at all times. It can get away from you, just know that the blade is always going down, so it's pulling the material to the fence, okay? So you really have to just steer it. And this is a really thick wood, so you want to do your turns nice and slow. And if you drew your lines where you want to cut, if you see that you're not being able to make that turn quick enough, then just start making the turn earlier. And that's what I did with the whole design. So here we go. get you off the stand so you can see this a little closer. I'm glad the compressor didn't kick on. Here it is, my friends. Let's have a look. All right, so he is now waste stock, although one can argue you can continue with these blocks and cut them out, okay, into other boxes. But I really don't have time to do that at the moment. So let's just stick this guy back in. He seems very close. I think I adjusted my camera. It's hard to do with one hand as well. Well, I did zoom in a little bit. All right, so why don't we do something a little different? Let's put him down like this. And then we'll have a little bit more downward pressure to work with. There we go, my friends. And there it is. There is my drawer. So, as discussed, you're going to be putting things in. But my wife had a great idea by putting it there. Then we're going to take the front of the drawer. It'll be just like that. Pretty cool, eh? I won't bother showing you cutting out the rest of them. You get the idea. This was the trickiest one, after all. Hey, hopefully you're enjoying the series on cutting out bandsaw boxes. The box part of it, it's just the shape. And give us a thumbs up and let us know what you think. Subscribe to our channel. We'd be very honored if you did so. And hit the bell and you'll be notified when new videos go up, just such as these. Thank you for watching SC Custom Designs. Take care. God bless you.